Hi, we're Loose Articles, and we're going to just play the album to you, acoustic, for the second time ever. Acoustic.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, it's me, isn't it? I start.
It's you. Well rehearsed. Buzzing to be on the sick. A weekly allowance of 96 quid is all you get to survive. I'd rather have a little income than pretend to be your chum. Now I'm exposing ways. I don't care about having no pay, cause Mr. Manager, stop creating a bad atmosphere. Stop manipulating, it's really aggravating. Cause I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick of you. Manager, stop creating a bad atmosphere. Stop manipulating, it's really aggravating. Cause I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick of you. This job is now a chore. Here whatever I want allowed. I'm coming out of this crowd. Hey, Mr. Manager, or excuse of a manager. Jealousy is a bad trait. Get a life instead of projecting hate. Cause Mr. Manager, stop creating a bad atmosphere. Stop manipulating, it's really aggravating. Cause I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick, I'm done, I'm sick of you. Have a look at our set list.
Yeah.
The album. Usually we give away the set list at the end of the set, but you're going to have to buy it this time. Right.
Right. Track 2, and this is called Are You a Welder?
Thought that was his trick.
shouting that a lot louder.
What?
You used to shout
I
that a
know.
lot louder.
Yeah, it's like we're whispering today.
Alright. Right, strap through. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. Your cherry lips, skirt falling off your hips. I'm flirting, I'm falling, I'm hurting. Slippery, slidey, forward, from. All you wanna do is make up in a different way. Infatuation is at play. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. Glossy red hair, in your eyes I stare. I wanna be just like you. I and you're me, maybe you just wanna be free. I wanna be you, and you wanna be me. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. I wanna be you. Right, unpaid intern next.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't read it from over there, you know.
Yeah, it's the red line.
Probably know the order of the songs, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah, we've listened to it enough in the van, so get those Spotify plays up.
Oh, I start this one again.
Yeah. nearly made it.
It's me again.
Yeah. Pressure. Society looks me like Noble said. She's too old to make it. Give it up instead. Getting constant on the gabbings about my love life and career. She's single, definitely dead end job, and it breaks me into tears. I'm doing okay. Oh, I'm doing fine. I nearly made it creatively, only on my second bottle of wine. I'm doing okay. Oh, I'm doing fine. I nearly made it creatively, only on my second bottle of wine. Quitting my job so I can play a show, making myself stint so I can get on the radio. It's time that I need, I don't care about money, but that's what you need in life, what makes it all so funny. I'm doing okay, oh I'm doing fine, I nearly made it creatively, only on my second bottle of wine. I'm doing okay, I'm doing fine, I nearly made it creatively, only on my second bottle of wine. Nothing's ever good enough, and only time is ticking. I'm turning into an old hen instead of a young spring chicken. I'm starting to panic, the cracks are showing. Hiding the mental breakdown without anyone knowing. But I'm doing okay, oh I'm doing fine. I've nearly made it creatively, only on my second bottle of wine. I'm doing okay, oh I'm doing fine. I nearly made it creatively, only on my second bottle of wine. I'm doing okay. Right, beer. Beer time. That's not us just saying we want a beer.
You've got one.
I know I have. Yeah. Right. I'd rather have a beer. Yeah. Spent a teens experimenting with diets, turning house parties which turn into riots, falling in love with the sign of affection, doing anything to get their attention. Looking back, it's all foolish innocence. Not mean for you to get hurt, for you to take offense. High school foolishness affects you when you're older. Blinded by lust, wanting a cry on his shoulder. All he cares about is one thing, and it's a trick. He gets his wicked way, then he's on to the next trick. Falling and hanging on every word he says. Really a part the sick game he plays. Raise a glass to all the man-slags. Nothing more than just a guy you had. Now that my thoughts are clear, instead of you, I'd rather have a beer.
This is the bit where there's a mosh pit usually. If you want to get bored.
Raise a glass to all the man-slags. it's not quite what it was like last night when there was people throwing their arms in the air. And I've done my neck in from it. Too much motion.
You start warming up.
Yeah.
Stretches before the
Right. Track 7, Pinball John.
Ooh, yay.
Yeah.
Oh, me again.
Evolution of a game, the undisputed champion, you put me to shame. Still loaded, we shack, underground, conquering, hot like dynamite. The dawn, fresh from the north, it's Pinball John, knocking out high scores. Off the scene, he breaks the laws, a master of the game. He'll put you to shame. It's art.
Yeah.
It is. I only watch what's big guitars, women in nicks and bras. I only watch what's big guitars, women in nicks and bras. Don't try to belittle
It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar. No, it's not my pals guitar. It's not my pals guitar. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar.
I watch for sweet guitars, women in knickers and bras. I watch for sweet guitars, women in knickers and bras. Why are you questioning other genders' talents? We're creative too. It's not your place to challenge. Just because you're white man, you think you know it all. That you're the only talented ones. Your views make us appall. It's art, and no, it's not my pals guitar. It's not my pals guitar. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar. And no, it's not my pals guitar. It's not my pals guitar. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar. It's my funky guitar.
I definitely usually scream in that one. It didn't feel right.
That was funny.
It didn't feel right to be screaming my head off while
You
playing
should
acoustically.
have just done it.
Give everyone a heart attack.
Yeah.
Right, this is our last one. Yeah, guitars, cars, knickers and bras. All the essentials.
We're gonna do a little Q&A now. So we'll invite Rhiannon to the stage.
I'm just going to find myself a chair.
You're gonna find a chair. How did it sound?
Good.
Oh, good. Right, as long as you all liked it. Yeah. It's weird playing like this. It's weird being sat down playing. I kept wanting to get up. You were just there like, oh, this needs to have a mosh.
Whoa, the lights. It's very
Oh,
bright.
the lights.
I felt like it was night time.
Oh yeah. About to go to bed.
Hi, everybody. Is that on? Can you hear me okay?
It's on. Go on.
Can you hear me alright?
Yeah. Try again.
Hi.
Yeah.
There we go.
Number one.
Thanks for that, that was great. So, album release yesterday. Talk me through the last 48 hours. How's it been? How was the build up? And what did you do to celebrate?
We had a big celebration, didn't we? We went for a meal and then we went to Grand Central in Manchester. The bar staff was so sound, like we told them it was coming out at midnight, so at midnight we were ready with Jaeger bombs for us. And they also did a countdown, it was very like Jules Holland.
They were more on it than we were with the countdown. They were like,
Yeah.
2 minutes to go, 1 minute to go.
Yeah, like during the day, so we put a giant poster up outside mine and Abby's work, what is Gorilla, and the marketing manager looked not too impressed with it, but yeah. So we put it up, and then after that, we went and did the radio leads, BBC Radio Leads with Emily Pilbeam, and then we celebrated very hard. And then yesterday, we was at Vinyl Tap.
Played Vinyl Tap in the day and then Sydney and Matilda in Sheffield at the night time.
No rest for the wicked.
Sound like very thorough celebrations. As you should. So tell me a bit about the writing process. When did you start writing the album, and when did you feel like you were ready to take it to the studio?
I think like some of the songs are older and then some of them were like written quite quick to make the album, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
The bits and bobs are from all over the place really, but bringing it together, we did it.
I think it was, I was just going to say, it was a bit weird when we knew, we like had a bit of a deadline to record,
Yeah, it's
self-imposed deadline. And then it was a bit difficult because we lost our rehearsal room, didn't we?
yeah.
And then we didn't have a space to write or do anything in, so then it was got a bit bitty, didn't it? There was a lot of WhatsApp messages with voice recordings of things and then writing things separately and then coming together and
Yeah, we wrote a lot of it on our own. Like we wrote our own parts separately and then brought it together.
Yeah, so like me and Erin usually have our ideas with the lyrics, and we send each other little bits, and then when we get in the room, that's when Abby comes into play and absolutely smashes out just mad great drums straight away. So when we actually all get together and we actually write the songs, it's like we're quite quick at writing them.
Yeah, because it's kind of a bit ready from your end, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I always think about Unpaid Intern and I've Nearly Made It. We actually wrote them both within like 2 hours or something. We had a really short rehearsal and we wrote them in the same thing. And I was just like playing that beat, messing about, and you were like, oh, I've got a bass line that goes with that.
Yeah.
And then
Just kind of lyrics,
and then they just happened really quick, didn't they? But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, but then its art has been brewing for a long time.
That's a very old song, isn't it?
Because we resurrected that one from the dead. But yeah, it felt like we had to do it, but yeah.
Do you think that turbulence and sort of losing your rehearsal room and all that change added to the final sound of the album and what you ended up producing?
Ooh.
I think so, whether we meant it to or not. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty... Well, the reason why we lost our rehearsal room is, if anyone has heard of Brunswick Mill in Manchester, it was a load of rehearsal rooms. Everyone rehearsed there.
Oasis used to practice there.
There we go. Oasis used to practice there, and Loose Articles. So, and no, every band in Manchester had a room there, and have turned it to flats.
Yeah, 500 businesses were in there as well.
Yeah.
So like that just shows how big it was, and it's going to be luxury apartments.
And
we
then
can't
obviously
afford.
all those bands that got kicked out, hundreds of bands got kicked out, were all fighting over the same like 12 rooms in a different mill or whatever. So it's been a difficult time.
I can imagine.
So yeah.
So you recorded in Salford, Blueprint Studios. How important do you think it was for your creative process to be close to your roots during that, and how important is Manchester in the north to you as a band?
Well, Manchester's just the centre of the universe. So.
It's true.
Oh, as well as Leeds as well. Yeah. You said that about Leeds when you lived here.
I
Sure
didn't.
Yorkshire, yeah. So we'll scrap
I do
later.
love Leeds, so it's the second best. Well, yeah, it's important for us to like put our business in the north. You know what I mean? Keep like everything around where we come from. Like we want to like support people who work where we're from. So
Yeah.
that was important.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice. It was really nice as well, just sort of doing it down the road from all of us, and the studio, Blueprint Studio, is just gorgeous as well. So it was like a really comfy place to be. So yeah, it's nice.
You co-produced the record with Ian Stewart at Blueprint. What did that look like? Is that quite a collaborative process?
I think musically, like, everything was written, but because the turbulence of writing, like we were just saying, it wasn't like as polished. Like, I think normally maybe we would have like demoed some stuff out, and we didn't really do that. We just had a few like scratch phone recordings or whatever. So then the finer things of like checking there weren't any accidental clashing chords or like weird things like that. And then also like it's the first time really that synth has been on the songs, so Ian helped a lot with that, like in terms of
stuff.
in terms of just like sorting out sounds and, you know, thinking about what layers of things should be there and whatever. So he was great with that.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
most
just top, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
great, Ian.
most people when you go in the studio want to hear your demos and that, and bless him, we just gave him phone recordings, and they were
WhatsApp.
on WhatsApp, and they were just really bad. And we were like, yeah, this is what the song's gonna be like. He's like, okay. But he's great. He smashed it out.
I think he gets what we were trying to do, so that made it easy.
helped.
And yeah,
We've worked with him before as well. We've done a few songs with him before as well, so we kind of knew what we wanted.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice to work with.
It's nice to have that relationship going into it as well.
Yeah.
Do you guys each have a favourite track on the record? And are there any standout moments from recording any of the tracks in particular?
I can't remember how loud they are in the final mix, but in Are You a Welder we all stood around a mic and clapped.
Oh yeah.
And that was really funny.
Yeah.
We were just like,
a dance routine as well.
Yeah, it was just like stood around the mic clapping, and it was just really funny. And actually, it's not on the final mix, is it? But when he first sent us a mix back, it was just us laughing our heads off at the end because we were just all being stupid in the room, and it was just really funny. So that was nice. And my favourite song changes all the time. I think I've Nearly Made It is still one of my favourites to play live, but probably Are You a Welder is my favourite on recorded at the moment. Probably change tomorrow, but there you go. That's my thoughts.
I also, with the recording, just going to say, Abby smashed out the recording while she did a backing, like, to the point where we were gigging with Gang of Four and she couldn't drive, so I had to drive us all in my Corsa because we couldn't drive the van, and then she just went in and she was just taking so many like painkillers just to smash through the drumming because we had like, a few days.
I basically moved something and didn't put my feet right. Getting old. This is me admitting I'm old. I moved something and I tore all the muscles in my lower back. So when we were recording, the day before I'd been at the hospital, and they gave me loads of drugs and told me what to do, and I didn't really think about what they were. And then in the morning I was like, well, he told me this one's a muscle relaxant, so I'll just have that, and then I'll have da-da-da. And then when I looked, it was basically Valium. And so I was like, great, now I need to record all these fast punk songs and I just want to go to sleep. So you went and Nat got me a Red Bull, didn't you? One of those massive Red Bulls that's like as big as that can of Stella. Then a massive Red Bull and a couple of coffees, and then just like gritted my teeth and tried to remember how to play the songs. But yeah. So it wasn't, I couldn't drive or anything. I had to get my mum to drop me off at the studio. I remember that. Forgot about that.
I think when we did I'd Rather Have a Beer, I think I had COVID. That was great.
That was
that was one. Yeah, I was ill really, and then I'll just say like, we've got this one day booked, we need to do it, and I had to go in a few days later to do the vocals because I was like, there's no chance I can do that. But yeah, we were all really ill. But
There's nothing wrong with me.
everyone fine. But I guess it was like, yeah, just gotta get on with it, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think my favourite song could be Iowa Welder. Yeah, don't know. And mine changes a lot as well.
Mine changes.
Depends what mood you're in,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
probably keep changing.
Yeah, mine used to be Mr. Manager, but then
Bored of it now because it's out. as a
yeah, I'm
single.
bored. I'm so bored of it. I kind of, and then I love playing I've Nearly Made It Live, but then I'm really liking Want at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we got the first mixes back, one was my favourite
Yeah.
straight away.
In terms of buying the record, so the vinyl itself is leopard. It's got a leopard effect on
It's
it.
like
is that right?
Tiger
Okay.
Ball now. Yeah.
And then you've got 4 limited edition CDs, each for a different football club. Is that right? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so like the 4 different football clubs are the clubs that we support or like really like. So there's like FC United, who are based in Manchester. FC United of Manchester, we really like. We've played there before. It's like a community-based football club. It was formed in 2005 when the Glazers took over Manchester United. So like it's like a fan zone club. So if you're a member, you've got shares in it. It's a co-op. And then we've got the Corinthians, who we just did a soundtrack for a documentary that's coming out. They approached us about that. Do you want to talk about Corinthians?
Yeah, I like it. Basically, if anyone's not heard of the Corinthians, it's this women's football team who formed a club and a football team when the FA told them that women were banned from playing football, and they just kind of went 2 fingers up at the FA and were like, well, we want to play and we're not hurting anyone by playing, so they did it, and they were mint, and then they did world tours and went to Brazil and were like incredible, and then the FA were like, all right then, we'll let women play football. But yeah, they were mint, and we just soundtracked a documentary about them that's coming out soon, and we were like, that should be one of the teams because they're incredible, inspirational women.
Yeah, definitely. Even though they're not music based, they're an inspiration to us because, you know, it's like it's still in the music industry. Sometimes they look at women and be like, oh yeah, women can't play guitars. Is that even their guitar?
Yeah. Can't play football either.
And can't play football.
And the girls, exactly.
Kit like girls. See the running theme now, don't you?
Yeah, and the other one is LAFC. That's just basically Loose Articles Football Club, which is just fictional, made up.
Oh, and Everton as well.
And there's
Because Louise, who's not with us today, she loves Everton more than anything in the world. Yeah.
And once she wore an Everton training top on stage, and Everton fans just went absolutely nuts on Twitter.
She went viral.
She went viral on Twitter, and all these Everton fans were like, "Oh my God, who's this girl? I want her to be my wife. How do I find her?" So of course we had to do One of Them Is Everton. But
yeah, we've shifted a few copies of those.
So it's quite a political album. I wouldn't expect anything less from you guys. Gender politics features pretty prominently. How important is that to you guys, and how do you think it's affected your musical journey?
I guess it's always everyday life it's in with gender politics and things like that. Like when we first started out, we've been refused sound check before because we're girls. We've had someone say to us, like in the song, like, "Oh, is that your guitar? You know, is that your boyfriend's guitar?" And it's like, well, no, why would I be carrying my boyfriend's guitar? And you assume I have a boyfriend in the first place, why if it's my girlfriend's guitar? Yeah. And it's like really...
And they'd be carrying it.
And then I carry it. But it's just, I guess we get, in the music industry sometimes, especially when we started out, we've been looked down at a lot, and we've had some really horrible things being said. Abby, you once got said... Was it when you were drumming and then they thought like you were just with the band as a girlfriend, but really were the drummer?
Yeah, that's happened loads. If I had £1 for every time that had happened to me, it would be
Your boyfriend's band?
very rich. Yeah, I think it's a running theme in the album, but it's just because it's daily life, really, isn't it? And all the songs are written from experiences. So,
and it's like the little sayings as well, like, oh, you kit like a girl. I know it's not on this album, but it's like things that are said towards women what are very negative, and like, oh, women drivers and stuff like that. And it's like, you Can't say that.
Yeah, it's interesting that like jobs are gendered as well. Like you have to be of a certain gender to do a certain job. That's quite an important theme on the album. Like what occupations and how it's like ring fenced for certain characteristics of certain genders. Apparently.
Yeah.
You just set me up perfectly for my next question.
Oh.
You said that you recorded the album over 2 weekends, fitting it in around your full-time jobs.
Yeah.
I think that's a reality that's not spoken about enough in the music industry, that so often people are working full-time and doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And you cover it really well in I've Nearly Made It.
Mm-hmm.
How do you find balancing your full-time work with then keeping creative and keeping your energy up as well?
We just have to do it, don't we?
I don't know, I was just going to say, I don't know if balance is, I don't know if any of us have achieved the balance. I don't know if that's really incredibly hard.
I guess we absolutely love doing what we do with the band. That sort of cancels out all the sort of shit we need to do to be in a band.
Yeah.
So, like, all of us trying to beg for time off of work, sneaking out early, saying you're working from home but you're on the way to a gig, stuff like that. And you're just there like, it makes it all worthwhile, and stuff like this makes it all worthwhile, and like chatting to people who actually are here to support us. So, yeah.
Yeah, the paid job that we have to do in the week, the 9 to 5, that's like the means to the end, isn't it? This is our unpaid internship.
Definitely is. But it is a reality that people who, you know, they come up to me saying like, oh my god, you do the band full time now and get paid for it. I'm like, absolutely not. We've got a booking agent, we've got record label, we've got press people behind us. We don't see a penny. I don't even think the label really sees a penny as well. It's a little independent label. We have no backing from any majors or anything like that. And even when you do get backing from a major, we know a lot of people who are on major record labels and they can only pay themselves, say, £500 a month.
Yeah.
I know English.
Like universal credit as well.
English teachers have recently done an article in the Guardian about it, and it is just the reality of being in a band. You can't, you just don't pay, so you've got to love it.
So you're with Alcopop, an Oxford-based indie label. How did that relationship come about, and how's it going?
So we was with Dipped in Gold first, wasn't we?
Yeah, it used to be 2 pure singles.
Yeah.
Club.
And then we did a transfer, a football-style transfer, didn't we?
Yeah, so I remember I remember scouting out at the time other labels to maybe do an EP with, because do our EP with, because I was like research being like, oh, Paul was like sort of at the end of putting out records. I need to find someone else to do it. And then all of a sudden I was looking, I'm like, oh, loads of people have gone with Alcopop. They look good. Just emailed them and Jack just was like, yep. Love it. And I was just like min. And honestly, they are such a good label. Like, we could do anything and they'd just be like, oh, it's golden. It's just nice.
Like the world's most supportive. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you want to do this? You've got this mad idea to do this. Yeah, we can make that happen. Like, when we released Sinead Loves Bitcoin, he was like, right, let's get some like NFTs and like people can buy it with Bitcoin and like just all this, you know, stuff that normally probably wouldn't be supported. They've just been great.
Yeah, because he has loads of good ideas as well that we like. I think, we just like working with him, don't we?
Definitely. It's just a nice, they just let us be creative in all ways. Doesn't have any say on any artwork that we do or any ideas we have, they're just all for it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You've got lots coming up this summer in terms of promoting the album, and I want to hear about that, but first I have to ask, how was it supporting Foo Fighters?
The catering were great.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was sort of a bit of a dream.
Yeah.
A lot of preparation.
Yeah, it's been 3 years in the coming, that gig.
Yeah. And
we were very prepared for it.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like we were that prepared in the sense of we picked up going on tour with the Lovely Eggs just so we could be that well rehearsed for the Foo Fighters, because we were supporting them, so it's the same time slot, so it's like 30-minute set, and we perfected the set and what we were saying and who was saying what in between that, as though we were doing it on that big stage. And because the best way of practicing for something like that is just going out and doing it live.
Because we did 10 dates, didn't we? So we basically did 10 rehearsals.
Yeah, for that show, and then also on top of that, pre-productions and
10 slightly different. Oh, let's not do that song. Let's put that song there.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah. Let's do
It
that.
was very. We really did think about it because it was just such a big platform for us to play to, and it was mint. It was so much fun. We had a great time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I had a really good time.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would recommend that to anyone
do it
else
again.
if you get the opportunity. Yeah.
Do you think that process of preparing has changed how you prepare for all your gigs now? Like,
Definitely. We think about it a lot more. We don't just. We do put a lot of thought into our sets and a lot of thought into what we're doing and what we're saying and what message we want to say, as well as having fun as well. So, yeah, every live set we think like, oh, this didn't work there, can we change it and stuff? So, yeah.
last question from me. What have you got coming up now to promote the album?
More in stores. Got some playing a festival tomorrow in Twickenham, and then Banquet Records.
Yeah.
And a few more on.
Yeah.
You know.
And then, yeah, in stores wise, what we're doing, Banquet, Rough Trade Nottingham, Wax and Beans in Bury, which is like my local record shop. And then Rough Trade in Liverpool. And then we're playing Empress Ballroom in
Oh,
Blackpool.
yeah, we're
next
going to
weekend.
Blackpool on our holidays.
Gonna go down the pier.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just a bunch of festivals, and then we actually tour the album properly at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
come to that.
Yeah. There's a lot of dates on that. A lot.
Nice, lots to look forward to then. Has anyone got any questions before we wrap it up?
I first got into you when I heard Orchid Lounge.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Released
God.
that EP. Yeah, that's when I first got into you.
Oh.
And we came over to see you at the Talibrand. I think you were giving singles away. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, that was Paul. He was at the door giving it.
Yeah.
He was sick of having all our singles and just giving them away.
Would you ever release that again as an EP? Could you release it again? Because I love.
I'd like to redo it in some
I
way.
think I'd like to
It'd be
redo
a bit
it.
different, but similar,
No,
wouldn't
it's
it?
really old.
It's really well.
So
It
good.
was Ding who produced that from the fall,
Yeah.
and that was our
Brilliant.
first ever going in a studio experience for any one of us.
Yeah.
And it was the best. It was so good because Ding just made us feel so at ease. And
Yeah, because we were so nervous when we got into
Yeah.
the studio. And it's just dead sound.
he's so sound, but it's like he's recorded really massive things. Obviously, he's done loads of fall albums, but he's also done Pixies and things like that. And I'm like, oh my god, we're going in the studio with this really, credible producer.
Played with
But-
PJ Harvey.
I know, but yeah, maybe I'd like to redo it. So like Abby is on it and
Yeah.
does, because I think with Abby's drumming on
That was
stuff.
pre-me.
Yeah, we had it all.
Sorry, Abby.
Staying ominously quiet.
Can't erase history. Sorry, Abby.
Yeah.
You are.
We didn't know you then, so But it'd be nice to see if we could redo something like that, but with Abby's input.
Yeah.
I think. Well, we do Snake Live, and that's on that EP, and that's completely different now because
Yeah.
Abby's drumming makes it so different. So it's now Abby's song.
I have, like, anything that's pre-me, I've tried to make it my own in some kind of way.
And, well, so you should as well. It just shows us developing and growing as a band. You don't want to just stay. All our songs are constantly changing. I bet in a year's time, the way we play these now, we'll play them different in a year. Probably because we just get bored. We're like, oh, let's do something a bit different with it.
Might be a new album in a year.
Yeah, I reckon it will be. We're already writing, so yeah.
And then do you find Lovely Eggs an inspiration? Because they're like really good at producing their own work, sending it out. And
Yeah.
Just, like, proper little DIY unit, aren't they?
Yeah, because they even like send their own records out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They go to the post
Yeah.
office and do it themselves. I mean, they are an inspiration in terms of a DIY band that does it successfully
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
can live off it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because that's their full-time job,
Yeah.
and they've got a kid, and they can still,
So
they can
it's
function.
inspirational for that.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. And it was really nice meeting them and seeing how they operate on tour as well. And they're so like, merch is a big thing for them, and it's something that we definitely need to do more of that because we realised how much they were shifting.
Yeah, they had loads, didn't we? We were like, we need to up our game with the merch.
Yeah.
Basically, I've realised anyone who's doing it a bit DIY it's all about merch.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if
I
you
think-
can support people when they're doing that, because it's like,
I think
makes or
fans
break.
want to support you, so I've said that to your manager before.
Yeah.
We'd love to support you because we love you. we've seen him loads. And what to buy him most to support you, because that's the only way you can support that
Yeah.
these days.
Well, don't worry, we'll be taking tips at the end, don't worry.
Well, thank you so much for the set and for answering my questions. It's been lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Right, thank you.